When the path ahead feels uncertain, and when hope feels like a distant memory. But I want you to hear this today. I am with you. My promises are not empty words. They are eternal truths, spoken from the depths of my love for you. Trust in me, and you will see the transformation I have prepared for your life. When you place your faith in my promises, you are choosing to step out of fear and into faith. Life's challenges will no longer have the power to crush your spirit, because you will know that I am the one who walks beside you. Have I not said, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God"? My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my power will carry you through every storm. Trusting me means surrendering the weight of worry and exchanging it for the peace I long to give you. It is in this sacred trust that you will find a strength not your own, a divine power that sustains you when the world around you falters. My child, do you not know that I am the one who makes a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert? Whatever challenges you face today, remember that nothing is impossible for me. When you trust in my promises, your perspective changes. You begin to see beyond the pain, beyond the problem, and into the greater purpose I have for you. The trials you face are not the end of the story. They are the soil in which your faith will grow and flourish. Through every hardship, I am refining you, shaping you, and drawing you closer to my heart. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. My beloved, I have promised you hope, a future, and a life abundant in my presence. Cling to those promises, especially when the world tells you otherwise. Let my word be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. As you hold fast to my promises, you will find courage to face each day, peace to calm your restless heart, and joy that cannot be taken away. Today, I invite you to place your trust fully in me. Let go of the fear, the doubt, and the need to understand everything. Simply rest in the truth that I am your God, your refuge, and your strength. You are never alone. My love for you is unshakable, and my promises will never fail. Trust in me, my child, and watch how I transform your life in ways you cannot even begin to imagine. Can you recall the times when the weight of life pressed so heavily on your shoulders that you thought you couldn't take another step? Do you remember the moments when the road ahead seemed dark and uncertain, and you felt utterly alone? Yet somehow you made it through. That somehow was me. I have been with you, even when you couldn't see me. I was there in the silence when your prayers felt unanswered. I was there in the smallest whispers of hope, in the kind gesture of a stranger, and in the unexpected strength you found to face another day. My presence has always been your compass, even when the storms of life tried to pull you off course. You see, my child, I do not abandon those I love, and I love you with an everlasting love. When you face trials, I am not distant or indifferent. I am closer than the very breath you take, guiding you with my unseen hand. When the winds of adversity blow, I am the anchor that keeps you steady. When the waves threaten to overwhelm, I am the rock on which you stand. Every tear you have cried, I have seen. Every cry for help, I have heard. And every step you have taken through the darkness, I have walked beside you. Do you remember those times when you didn't know which way to turn, yet an answer came? That was my guidance. It might not have been a booming voice or a miraculous sign, but it was me, leading you in ways both subtle and profound. I speak through the quiet nudges in your heart, the encouragement of loved ones, and the doors that open or close at just the right time. You may not realize it, but those difficult moments have shaped you in ways that only I could see. They have deepened your faith, refined your character, and drawn you closer to me. The journey has not been easy, but through it, I have been teaching you to trust in my plan and lean on my strength. Every hardship has been an opportunity for you to grow, to see my faithfulness, and to experience the depths of my love. My child, do not doubt my presence in your life. Even when the path ahead is unclear, trust that I am already there, preparing the way for you. The journey is not without purpose. Every step is part of a greater plan, one that leads to hope, healing, and joy. So, I ask you now, will you trust me? Will you let me continue to guide you through life's uncertainties? I am here as I have always been, holding your hand, whispering my love, and lighting the way. No matter what lies ahead, you are never alone. I am your God, your guide, and your refuge. Rest in that truth, and let me shape your journey into something beautiful. Do you know how deeply, how fully, how unconditionally you are loved? My love for you is not like the love of this world, fleeting and imperfect. My love is divine, eternal, and unchanging. It is the very essence of who I am, poured out for you from the moment I breathed life into you. I have watched you, my beloved, through every season of your life. I've seen the moments when joy overflowed in your heart, and I celebrated with you. I've also been with you in your darkest hours, when the pain felt too heavy to bear. In every moment, my love has surrounded you, even when you couldn't feel it. It is not a love that depends on your perfection or your worthiness. No, my love is a gift, freely given, always available, and more powerful than you can imagine. Divine love is the anchor of your soul. When the storms of life rage around you, it is my love that holds you steady. It is my voice that whispers, "Peace, be still," calming the chaos in your heart. When you feel weak and broken, it is my love that strengthens you, reminding you that you are not defined by your struggles, but by the one who calls you my own. Think back to the times you felt comforted in ways you couldn't explain. The moments when your heart felt a little lighter, even in the midst of sorrow. That was my love, wrapping around you like a warm embrace. It is my love that heals the wounds no one else can see, mending the broken pieces of your heart and bringing beauty out of the ashes. My love doesn't just heal, it transforms. It gives you the strength to forgive when you've been hurt, to rise when you've been knocked down, and to hope when the world says there's no reason to. It calls you to see yourself as I see you, precious, chosen, and cherished. My love reminds you that you are never alone, even in the valleys of life, for I am always with you, guiding you, carrying you, and loving you. You may wonder, how can this love be real? How can it be for me? My child, look at the cross, and you will see the depth of my love for you. Look at the blessings in your life, the moments of peace, the glimmers of hope. Those are all reflections of my love. Even when life feels overwhelming, my love is the light that will never be extinguished. Today, I want you to let my love fill every corner of your heart. Let it remind you that you are deeply valued, infinitely loved, and eternally secure in me. You are my treasure, and my love for you will never fail. Lean into it, trust it, and let it bring you the strength and healing you need. I have always seen you, even in those moments when you felt far from me, when your faith wavered, and when doubt crept into your heart. I know the questions you've wrestled with, the nights you've spent searching for answers, and the times you've wondered if I was still there. Even in your struggles, I have never left your side. Faith is not the absence of questions, my beloved. It is the choice to trust me even when the path is unclear. I know how hard it can be to hold on when life feels heavy, when prayers seem unanswered, and when you feel lost in a sea of uncertainty. But hear this truth: I have never stopped guiding you. Even when you couldn't see the way, I was there, gently steering you back to me. Do you remember the moments when you felt a quiet strength rise within you, when hope began to stir again, even in the midst of despair? That was my Spirit breathing life into your soul. When you turned to me, even with the smallest flicker of faith, I moved mountains to show you my love. My child, I am not afraid of your doubts or your struggles. Bring them to me, and I will turn them into testimonies of my faithfulness. In the times when your faith faltered, I sent reminders of my presence, a scripture that spoke directly to your heart, a friend who offered encouragement, a sunrise that whispered of new beginnings. Those were not coincidences. They were my gentle nudges, calling you back to the purpose I have for you. Every trial you faced was a stepping stone, a way for me to strengthen your spirit and deepen your trust in me. You see, my beloved, your purpose is woven into my perfect plan. Even when you felt aimless, I was working behind the scenes, shaping your journey and preparing you for greater things. Your struggles were not wasted. They were the very tools I used to draw you closer, to teach you perseverance, and to show you the depth of my love. I know there were times you felt like giving up, but you didn't. You kept seeking, kept praying, kept hoping, and that was enough. My guidance is not about perfection, it's about persistence. I don't ask for flawless faith. I ask for an open heart, willing to trust me one step at a time. Now, my child, I invite you to lean into my presence. Let me restore your faith and remind you of the purpose I have placed within you. You are not defined by your struggles, but by my grace. Walk with me, and I will continue to guide you, revealing the beauty that comes from trusting me through every season of life. Life has seasons of beauty, but it also holds seasons of trial, where the storms feel relentless, and the light is hard to find. Yet, even in your darkest moments, my promises remain unshaken. They are the lifeline I offer you, a source of hope and renewal, no matter how fierce the battle may seem. When you feel weary and burdened, remember the words I have spoken to you. I promise to be your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. These are not just words to comfort you. They are the foundation on which you can stand. My promises are as certain as the sunrise, as steadfast as the stars I placed in the heavens. When everything else shifts and changes, my word remains. Do you feel overwhelmed by the storms of life? Hold fast to my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. In your loneliest moments, when you feel abandoned or forgotten, let these words remind you that I am right there with you, closer than you can imagine. You may not always understand the path I've set before you, but trust that my plans for you are good, filled with hope and a future beyond what you can see. My child, when you embrace my promises, something extraordinary begins to happen within you. My spirit ignites a flicker of hope that the winds of adversity cannot extinguish. You begin to see beyond your pain, beyond the struggles, and into the assurance that I am working all things together for your good. That hope is not wishful thinking. It is the unshakable confidence that I am faithful to fulfill everything I have spoken over your life. Renewal comes when you let my promises transform your heart. The burdens you carry begin to lift as you realize you were never meant to bear them alone. The strength you thought you'd lost returns, not because you are capable, but because my power is made perfect in your weakness. As you trust in my promises, you'll find joy in places where sorrow once ruled and peace in the midst of chaos. My child, your toughest seasons are not the end of the story. They are a part of the beautiful masterpiece I am creating in you. Embracing my promises doesn't mean the journey will always be easy, but it means you will never face it alone. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and loving you every step of the way. So today, hold on to my promises with all your heart. Let them be your anchor, your compass, and your song in the night. Hope is rising, renewal is coming, and I am faithful. Trust in me, for I will never fail you. I created you for connection, for intimacy with me, a bond so profound that it fills every corner of your being with peace, purpose, and joy. Yet, I know how life's distractions and burdens can cloud your awareness of my presence. Today, I invite you to take intentional steps toward deepening your connection with me, for I am here, waiting with open arms to pour out my transformative love upon you. In the noise and busyness of the world, it's easy to lose sight of my voice. I speak to you not in the chaos, but in the stillness. Set aside time each day to be quiet before me. It doesn't need to be perfect or long, just a moment where you pause, breathe, and allow your heart to focus on me. When you silence the distractions, you'll begin to hear the whispers of my love, the gentle nudges of my guidance, and the reassurance of my presence. Prayer is not just about asking for what you need. It is the language of your heart reaching out to mine. Speak to me as you would to a trusted friend. Tell me your hopes, your fears, your joys, and your struggles. There is nothing too small or too great for you to share with me. And when words fail you, let your tears, your sighs, or even your silence be your prayer. I understand it all, my child. As you draw near to me in prayer, you will find that I am already near, listening, holding, and loving you through every word and every moment. My word is a love letter written for you, a wellspring of wisdom and truth that will nourish your soul. Open it daily, even if just for a few verses, and let my promises fill your heart. When you read my word, you're not just reading stories or commands. You're encountering me. My spirit will illuminate the scriptures, revealing truths that will guide you, comfort you, and draw you closer to me. Worship is not just about singing songs in a church. It is a posture of the heart, an act of surrender that says, Lord, you are worthy of my love and devotion. Worship me in song, in prayer, in your thoughts, and in the way you live your life. When you lift your heart in worship, even in the midst of trials, you will feel my presence surrounding you, filling you with strength and peace. I am not just the God of your Sundays or your quiet moments. I am the God of your everyday life. Invite me into your routines, your work, your conversations, your decisions. Acknowledge my presence as you go about your day, and you will begin to see my hand in even the smallest details. When you walk with me, you'll find that I am not just beside you but within you, shaping your thoughts, guiding your steps, and filling your life with purpose. Deepening your connection with me requires trust. Trust that I am who I say I am, that my love for you is unchanging, and that my plans for you are good. Surrender the areas of your life where fear and doubt reside, and place them in my hands. Trust me with your past, your present, and your future. When you let go of the need to control and allow me to lead, you will find a freedom and peace that only I can give. One of the most powerful ways to experience my love is to share it with others. Look for opportunities to serve, to encourage, and to bless those around you. When you pour out love, you reflect my heart, and in doing so, you will feel my love flowing through you. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment of compassion is a connection point between you and me. My child, you do not need to earn my love or strive to prove your worth. My love for you is not based on what you do, but on who you are, my beloved. Rest in this truth. Take time to simply be in my presence, without an agenda or a list of needs. Let me refresh your soul, renew your spirit, and remind you of the depth of my love. As you journey with me, take time to reflect on my faithfulness in your life. Remember the times I carried you, the prayers I answered, the ways I provided for you. Let gratitude fill your heart, for it is in remembering my goodness that your faith will grow. Celebrate not just the big victories, but the small, quiet moments where my love has been evident. The more you connect with me, the more my love will transform you. It will heal the wounds you've carried, break the chains that have held you back, and awaken a new sense of purpose within you. My love is not passive. It is active, powerful, and life-changing. As you open your heart to me, you will find that you are no longer the same. You will see yourself as I see you, precious, chosen, and deeply loved. My child, I know the journey of life can be overwhelming at times, but I want you to know that you are not alone. I am here, inviting you to come closer, to lean on me, and to experience my love in ways you never have before. Take these steps not out of obligation but out of desire, for it is in seeking me that you will find the fullness of joy, peace, and transformation. I love you with an everlasting love, and I am with you every moment of every day. Come to me, and let me show you just how deeply my love can change your life.